Hi there, Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter. It is set chat time. As always, I'm filming this on Friday afternoon. It's actually 12:19. This is take 2 of this video, believe it or not. I guess it's not so hard to believe. Yeah, you're probably thinking, I see what you post, Lindsay. I can't imagine what's so bad that you didn't post it. Oh, what a week. It's actually snowing today, so it's actually kind of nice. We haven't had that much snow this year, or this season, so it is kind of novel and nice and pretty. And I took the dog out for her walk this morning, but the snow is pretty thick, and I don't really like to walk on the road when it's really snowy like that, because you got plow trucks. We don't have sidewalks because we're out in the country, so it is a little bit it's a little bit scary. So I took her out back, and I had to dig around to find her back, because we have a run in the backyard and a run in the front yard. And so I'm like, well, I'll take her out back and I'll put her on her run, because I can't let her loose. She would just take off. And then I'll like play ball with her and stuff like that. And so we did that for a while. I did find that I unearthed the run, and then we did end up going for a little walk around the little cul-de-sacs. It's not very busy, and then did a little shoveling out front, and boy, that is tiring work. That's tiring work. I decided that after I shoveled the walkway, the steps, and a path out to the mailbox, and I'm like, Jason's got the Jeep. He'll be able to get back in the driveway just fine. So I'll check it out again before he's due to get home, but I think that's fine. He can use a snowblower when he gets home. I'm scared of the snowblower, so it's like I'll shovel if I can, but yeah. There's a little warning sticker on the side of the snowblower, and it's a guy. It's like a stick figure guy, and he's standing there going like that, and his hand is flying through the air. I'm like, I'm never touching that thing. That is a scary, scary warning sticker. See, I do read some things. They bright orange and red sticker, bright yellow and red sticker. That was horrifying. But it does a good job. It does a good job at throwing snow in hands, apparently. The kids went back to school on Sunday, so it's been a very quiet week, a pretty productive week. I got this done here. I actually was I was pretty well caught up with work, and like, I feel like just kind of playing around with supplies. And so what I did, actually, I got these paints here to review. A viewer had sent me, thank you Michael, sent me a sampling of the Denise Soden Earth Friendly palette from Da Vinci Paints. And I am familiar with Da Vinci because back in the day, do you remember the art magazines, like the Artist magazine and Watercolor magazine? Or Watercolor something or other. They were from F&W Publications. They may still be around, but I'm not sure. It's been a few years since I've subscribed to them. But back then, there used to be offers in the back of the magazines where you could like fill out a little order card, send in a check, and this would be often a way to try out new brands. And I remember I tried out Royal and Langdon Aquilon and Majestic brushes, My Mary Blue watercolors, and Da Vinci watercolors through these different offers. And so they had, for $35, 6 37 ml tubes, big tubes of watercolor, split primary palette for like $35. And so I ordered those way back in the late 90s, and I was teaching at in my own studio and also at a senior center, and I just couldn't believe it, the quality of that paint for the price, for the amount that I got, because I was buying the 21 ml tubes of Cotman paints I would special order from the local art store for my classes. And the Da Vinci was a much nicer quality. So I had those 6 colors, plus a few that I bought open stock over the year. And they just last you so long. I only would want to buy the colors I knew I was going to use a lot of because they came in such large tubes. Now they offer 15 ml and 8 ml tubes as well. So, but I have so much paint, you know. But when a viewer offered to send me the sampling of her paints, I was like, okay, I'll give that a try. And I put them in this little Dollar Tree tin. They have these tins, they come out with different designs on them all the time, but I thought that would be really cute because this is an earth-friendly palette, so I put it in one with leaves on it. But anyways, you probably know Denise. She had the YouTube channel In Liquid Color, but now I think it's just called Denise Soden. She does wildlife art. She was a zookeeper, I believe, and wicked nice lady. And she developed this palette of 24 colors that did not contain heavy metals and was supposed to be environmentally friendly. So that's what I used on this. And it was a lot of fun because I did, I actually took a card out of the color cube. It was a butterfly, and I had made this swatch, and I saw this piece of paper left over, and I was just like, I'm gonna doodle around. I wasn't really planning on creating a finished painting, but I turned my camera on just in case it came out good. Then I would have, you know, something that I could use potentially. And so I started painting the butterfly, and I was like, oh, I'm kind of liking this, but I need a background. Oh, I didn't put the background on first. So then I wet the back of the paper, wet the front of the paper, and then started doing some background techniques. I used some rubber stamps with paint on them to do the background. Anyway, that video is real time. I edited it down. It took me about an hour to paint. I edited it down to 43 minutes, but I kept everything in real time, and it's fully narrated. And if you want to check it out, it's the video right before this one on my YouTube channel. And if you do like the longer real-time videos, please watch it. Please tell a friend. Those videos have a harder time getting traction on YouTube, so if you like that sort of thing, just watch it. And maybe give it a thumbs up and, you know, leave a comment. Tell the algorithm that, you know, people actually like long real-time tutorials. And if you don't like that, then you can ignore it, and I'll know that way as well. But anyways, speaking of that and real-time tutorials, if you love real-time tutorials, and I did mention this last week, the archive of Critique Club for 2022 is now up in my Teachable School, and it's on 50% off launch special this month. So you've got like another, what's today's date? The 21st. You got another like 10 days to save. 50% if you want that. And I also did a bundle of the first 4 years of Critique Club, so 2019 through 2022, so that's 96 tutorials. I have that on a launch special as well, 50% off. I'll put all these links with the coupon codes in the video description. So yeah, you can get that for 50% off as well. So it's like around $1 a class, which is, I think, a pretty good deal for, you know, in-depth hours and hours and hours of art instruction. But there you have it. If you want it, it's there. What else can I say? Shameless plug over. Yeah. Oh, other shameless plugs. Shameless plug. I was reached out by this company called Vici Eyewear, and the original email, they talked about like potentially designing a line of glasses with them, and I was like, I'm not like a fashion person, I really don't know, and I haven't tried your glasses, so I don't know like the quality, and like, we'll send you a pair of glasses to try, and you can let us know like what you think. If you like them, then you know, you can review them and be an affiliate and yada yada yada. Well, I got my first pair of progressive lenses this week, so here, I'm going to show them to you. This is the Cincia frame, and I've had them for 3 days now. They're very lightweight. I know that the light is going to totally be, I don't know if I can make the light go away. That's a magnifying light. And it's one of those ones where you flip the part open, you flip the top open, and then I can like read paint labels and stuff. Before I got my other glasses, which are bifocals, because I didn't know what to get when I was at the eye doctor. I was like, do I get reading glasses? Because they said you could stay with your single visions if you want, because you're just starting to venture into bifocal area. But I'm like, I'm having a hard time painting, seeing detail. I'm having a hard time reading, unless it's really, really bright. Like if I'm outside sitting on, you know, the deck, that's not a problem. I could read without my glasses fine. But if I don't have, like, even in here with all the studio lights I have, it's not bright enough for me to like really see crisply close up. So I hemmed and hawed, and I ended up getting bifocals from my eye doctor, and they were great for close up and they're great for distance. Very, very clear either situation. But if I'm looking at my computer or you know, just general like looking at a mid focal range, they were not the best. And I always felt like I was trying to find the right spot in my glasses to look like, and if I was reading a book, right, I would feel like I need to move my head up, so I'm always looking through the right part of my glasses. Not a big deal when I'm sitting and painting, and obviously not a big deal if I was like driving or looking far away. But that was just kind of, it was kind of a little irritating, and also the glasses were a little bit heavy because there was some like I don't know, these are my other frames, and I showed them to you when I first got them. But anyways, I put these on. I got them 3 days ago, and they were very comfortable, and I didn't notice that, like, I thought I might feel a little nauseous. That's why I didn't get progressives to begin with, and also they were like twice the price. But I was worried about feeling nauseous wearing them, and they say take a long time to get used to, and some people never can get used to them, and if you have astigmatism, it can be hard to get used to them, so I was nervous about that, and I went kind of the safe route. But they sent these to me, and they're very comfortable to wear. They almost feel like single vision glasses, except when I look closely, I can see detail, which is really nice. I find when I'm reading, because often I read on my phone or a tablet, I don't have to move my head around so much. That mid-range, like if I'm holding my tablet, like I usually hold it like that, I don't have to keep moving my head around to have things in focus. That said, I will say that with my bifocals, it is clearer at a distance, and it's maybe a little bit clearer close up when I'm like just still like painting and looking at one small area. So I think overall the progressives feel kind of like the comfortable jeans and t-shirt type of glasses. You know, you can wear them for most things. They're easy to drive with. I didn't get the weird thing going up the stairs. People said going up and down stairs, that could be a problem, but maybe because I was already used to the bifocals that it wasn't a big deal. So I didn't have any nausea. My eyes were a little bit tired by the end of the day, but I'm only this is day 3 or day 4. I think this is day 4. I had them for 3 days, but only 2 full days. But the end of those 2 full days, I did notice my eyes were a bit tired, but it was also like an hour before bedtime, so I couldn't really chalk that up to the glasses. But yeah, so far so good. I'm finding them very comfortable. I don't feel like it's hard to know where to look through my lenses. They feel like my eyes, you know, they kind of feel like single vision, but with a little bit more amplification on the bottom, and it's easier to read the computer screen with them. Far away, bifocals are still a little bit crisper, and I would say if I'm gonna be sitting and painting and looking at something close up for a long time in the same area, like something like this where it's small. I did paint these with these new glasses on, but if I was doing that, probably the bifocals would be a little bit crisper where I'm being stationary, but moving around, moving my head around, being active, I think these are much better. I think these are going to be much better for playing like pickleball or anything like that where, you know, you've got to look all over the place. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. They are cheaper than what you'd pay at your eye doctor, but they're more expensive than some other online sellers. So, you know, you could check it out. I didn't know you could get progressives online, honestly. I don't know if you always could, because it seemed like when I was first buying lenses online, and I would tell my friends, they'd be like, oh, I wear progressives, I can't get progressives online. So I don't know if it's new that you can buy progressive lenses online, or what, but this was really easy. I just sent them my prescription. There's a try-on tool that you like look at your phone, and it like has you turn your head, it has you center your head in like a box, and as you turn your head, and it takes a picture while you're doing that, and then you hold like any sort of plastic card, like an old gift card or, you know, something like that. I wouldn't use a credit card just because it takes your picture, but I just use an old gift card. You put that up against your head, and it uses that, I think, to like figure out how big your head is, so when you try on the glasses it'll be the right size. So it was really easy to try on a bunch of different frames. I went with a Cynthia frame because I like daintier frames. They're a little darker in person than they were on the screen though, because like if I hold these to the light, I can see like the clear and black stripe pattern in there, but it kind of like, you can't really see it when they're on your face, I think because your face blocks the light that would go through the clear parts of the glasses. But anyway, they have a lot to choose from. I went with a daintier cat's eye type frame. I wanted big lenses though, because I feel like I need more area to see out of. I don't know. But this is great because I was able to like look at my phone and watch TV. I do that at night. I'll be like scrolling on my phone through comments and responding to comments and stuff while I'm watching TV, and I could look back and forth and it wasn't like jarring, or it was very easy to focus. Keep in mind, I am new to progressives. I am new to multifocal lenses in general. It's just been the last couple of years where I've had difficulty seeing close up. So so my prescription isn't the strongest in the world, but they did a good job with these, and I didn't know how to get, there was something you had to give them a measurement called segment height, and apparently there's an app you can download for Apple that will measure that for you, but I don't have an Apple phone, I have an Android, so they just had me send a picture of my face with glasses on to them, and they were able to measure it, and they got it right. Everything is very comfortable and very easy to use. So who knew you could order progressives online? But I will put a link to Vici Eyewear in the video description to the frames that I have. And yeah, you can check them out. They did give me a discount code to share, so I'll put that there too for 15% off. And I think it's good for a month. So if you are in the mood, if you're in the market for glasses, you can go check that out and save some cash over what you would pay at the eye doctor. And they also have, obviously, single vision glasses as well. They even have these makeup readers. So they're reading glasses, but there's only one glass. But like, so you put your mascara on and you get the reading glass over here, then you flip it over and you put your mascara on the other side. So if you struggle with putting on your makeup because you need reading glasses up close like that, then that could help. I'm not there yet. Plus, I've never been able to find reading glasses over the counter that fit my eyesight because I have a prescription and I have astigmatism, and my eyes are different. Like, the prescription isn't the same in both eyes. So I sadly have to go the prescription route, but you know, at least there's good options out there. So there's that. That was something neat. I didn't know what progressives would be like, and yeah, I'm pretty happy with them. So who knew? Oh, I have a list. I have a list of things to chit-chat about. What are we, 15 minutes in? Oh my goodness. Let's see, I told you about my class specials, I think. Yeah, I did. But this is the second time I've recorded this, and I don't even know. I don't even know what I've talked about. Oh my gosh. So yeah, with the kids in school, I feel like I have a little bit more bandwidth, mental bandwidth to work on projects. I'm going to work on a video that I've been meaning to do since last summer. I've been collecting the supplies to do this video, and basically what it is I want to compare crayons, like wax crayons, but for like use in more grown-up art than kids art. And I have the Neocolor ones, and I use those in a couple projects back when I first got them. I really like them. I don't know why I don't use them more often, probably because I've had them all gathered up with these other crayons to do this comparison video, which I think I'm going to do after I'm done filming this. But like, I found these at Joann's. They are a Crayola. They're called like project crayons, and they're like China markers. You peel back the this little string and peel off the paper. So I'm kind of excited about those. Plus, when I was using the Neocolor ones, people kept giving me recommendations for other products that were really good, like these plastic crayons, which I've never heard of plastic crayons before, but apparently they don't break so much, and they're not waxy, and they're not like gummy. So I got the, I think it was Deli and Bic brands maybe. And then I've also got the Power Pastels from Jane Davenport, which are very crayon-y. And I've got the Twistables from Crayola. I got the color sticks from Crayola, and of course I have my old Prismacolor art sticks, which are discontinued sadly. But I actually prefer the Caran d'Ache Neocolor ones to the art sticks because they're softer. They feel more like, you know, what a Prismacolor lead is, maybe probably softer than that even. So I have no idea how I'm going to organize all the information, because I think that's why it's taken me so long, because I felt so scattered. But after doing the big defrag, reorganizing, declutter, getting all those together in a cubby, I was like, yeah, I think I've got the bandwidth now to tackle that. Plus the kids are off to school, so you know, it's just quieter, and there's less to pick up, there's less to cook, there's less to do, and I can just kind of relax and work on the projects I want to work on. Not that I couldn't with the kids home. I mean, they're all, you know, they're all college age, so but you know, there's always a washing machine going and the dryer, and you have to film something, and it's noisy, and it's just it's chaotic. It's a good chaos, but it's nice that they're settled back to school, and I can focus on work again. So things are, if you leave a room picked up, you enter the room picked up again next time you go. Isn't that awful to say? But oh yeah. Yeah, they went back on Sunday. They were supposed to go back on Monday, but we got an ice storm on Monday, so they ended up going back a day early, which is nice. I was glad the dorms were open, because you know, college-age kids have not been driving that long, and I'm glad that they had the opportunity to get in and get settled earlier rather than later. What else do I have? I made a list because I'm like, I know I'm gonna forget everything. Oh, my phone wants to turn around. Let's see. Oh, so I have another idea. I want to make some GALentines cards. So, you know, like Valentine's Day, I want to do GALentines Day. So, you know, you can make some really cute cards and send them to your friends, your girlfriends, right? Because sometimes your fella doesn't really appreciate all the handmade time and effort you put into your cards. My husband's real good, but I mean, I don't know if he really cares about the handmade cards, you know? Of course, they all say they love the handmade cards, but I don't know. They don't appreciate it like the ladies. So I found the cutest stickers. I'm going to link them down below. They are like fashion ladies. Like, you know, I have some rubber stamps that look like the Simplicity patterns. That's kind of what these stickers look like. They come in these little booklets and by color. I think there's 7 different booklets in a kit, and it was I think it was like about $12 on Amazon. So I ordered those. So they're going to be coming next week sometime. So I want to make a bunch of GALentine cards. I think it'd be fun because then I can get out all those floofy girly trims that I love, you know, hanging on to, and, you know, the pattern and sewing and vintage rubber stamps. And I have a whole binder that's just like vintage sewing themed rubber stamps. I think it'd be really cute. So I want to make a batch of those cards. So I'll do a video on that. It'll probably be one of those long, meandering, hour-long make cards with me type video, but I'm kind of excited about that. I saw those stickers and I'm like, oh yeah, those would be so cool for some GALentines cards. So you can let me know what you think about that, or watch it, or get some ideas for some other cards, even if Valentine's Day isn't your thing. But I'm trying to be better at reaching out to people, and so yeah, sending some cards for GALentines. I think that would be kind of fun. What else? So the saga. I don't know if I mentioned this. I think I've mentioned it on Sat Chat before, but the unicorn palette, one of the unicorns out there, has been this Winsor Newton palette. I purchased the Winsor Nudist Artist Grade palette back in 2016 or 2017, set of 24. It was an amazing sale. At that point, it was $88 or $80, somewhere around there, and I ordered it on Amazon, and it came from the Society of All Artists, for all artists, and it came relatively quickly. Quality was excellent, arrived in perfect condition. So when every once in a while, you know, you'll be on Amazon, which I really should probably take a break from Amazon because it's getting a little out of hand. But anyway, because cute stickers and I can't resist. But anyway, this was probably around, it was before Thanksgiving. I saw that palette advertised for $44 or $43. I don't know, it was really cheap. And I was like, oh my word. So I was looking at it, and I had been doing these just little roundups. If I saw some really good sales before Christmas, I was doing these little roundups. So if anybody was looking to buy artsy presents for people, you know, they had some good things to pick from that were like way cheap. And these palettes were on sale for like $44, and I was like, or maybe it was even $40 at one point. I mean, yeah, the prices, I think they got down to as low as like $40, and like a little banner at the top of the screen say you purchased this in 2017. So I'm like, okay, this is a listing I bought it on. It's got to be legit. So I recommended it, and some people were like, I don't know, do you think that's like, it sounds too good to be true? Are you going to get Cotman? Are you going to get, I'm like, it says professional. So I'm like, I'll order one and see. And the delivery date was going to be in December or something. So I'm like, I didn't realize it was going to be that far when I ordered it. But I'm like, what the heck, $44? I'll wait. And December rolled around, and then the delivery date got extended to like January 19th, and or between, you know, January 1st and the 19th. I'm like, all right, I will wait. And I did at one point, after I was charged, I did like a week later, I did contact them like, look, this hasn't come yet. I've been charged. Why did the dates keep changing? And they're like, oh, this is a legitimate seller. It was Amazon UK that it was coming from. And I'm like, all right, I'll wait till that date. And so the date was yesterday. I checked the tracking. Nothing has been updated since December 28th. That said it arrived at a carrier facility, and that's it. I even like contacted UPS, and they said, well, sometimes they don't get scanned again to their final destination if it's coming from a long ways away. Well, first they said something about there being a hazardous material spill and it had to be sent back, and I go, what? Why doesn't it say that? How come I wasn't contacted? And they said, oh no, actually, sometimes it doesn't get scanned again until it's at its final destination. So I'm like, all right, I'll wait until the day. And this is probably like last week, and so yeah, yesterday it was supposed to be arriving by 8 p.m. It didn't. So today I contacted Amazon, like through their like their little link there. I'm like, what is going on? And so, because then they said, it's running late, be here by the 28th. If you don't get it by the 28th, please feel free to contact us for a refund. I'm like, where is it? So I'm like, can you tell me where this thing is? And they actually just offered to refund me. So maybe it'll come. They said if it comes, then you can keep it, but I'm not holding out hope. Some people online said they got theirs. They ordered it, they got it, no problem. Other people said that it got sent back to the seller and they were refunded. So I don't know. It's weird. It's one of those little weird mysteries. That's only the second time I haven't got something I ordered on Amazon. The other time was definitely a too good to be true situation. I ordered the Michelin Gold set of 36 watercolor tubes. It was on sale for 20 bucks, and I'm like, oh, I'm ordering that. And then the delivery date came and went, and I never got it. And then I was looking at the reviews for that seller, and it had like a lot of people had ordered stuff and not gotten it, so I was refunded, so it was no big deal, but still it was disappointing. But that's been it. That's been the only time I haven't got what I've ordered out of hundreds, who knows, maybe probably not thousands, but hundreds of things anyway. So yeah, there's that saga. I did see an interesting thing this week. They had Supervision set of 24, not the granulating colors, just some standard, like your basic colors. You know, bright, vibrant colors, not like granulating or anything. Watercolors. And it was on sale for $35, and there was a 50% off coupon on it, so it was like $18 for 24 tubes of Supervision paint. And I did order it to see, because I have a 24 set of the pans. I actually like them, so I will have those to refill them if need be. But for, you know, just your basic colors, I thought that was a great deal for backups. I have a feeling they're just not going to be selling them anymore. Whenever I see a 50% off coupon on Amazon, that's kind of like a red flag that either some of the pigments have changed and they can't reorder that product is gonzo, or they're just not going to, that seller's not going to be selling the product anymore, because that happens every once in a while. And it's a great time to, you know, stock up for classes and whatnot. But I have been seeing a lot of things go discontinued lately because pigments have dried up, pigment stores have dried up, and the company's going to have to totally revamp a product. So they just get rid of it, so they don't have to, you know, they don't have to get them mixed up, and they can just clear out and start fresh and not have to pay for their space on Amazon warehouses probably. Did I have anything else? I had a review for the wide markers this week that posted a couple days ago, and I think that I really like them. I think they're a great product, and I hope they come out with more colors, but that is up on my blog and YouTube channel if you're curious about that. And that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed today's chat. It was especially random today, but anyway, I want to thank you so much for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and until next time, happy crafting. Bye!